Hey folks, Teddy Feinberg here, Brook Stockburger out of commission today. We are joined by Ernesto Garcia, Radio of Las Cruces host. You can check him out on Talkin' Sports, KSNM, AM 570 every Friday at 4 p.m. Great local sports talk radio. Ernesto, thanks for coming on.
Let's get right to it. Thanks again, Teddy.
Let's get the ball rolling here. High school football, District 3 5A, it kicks off this weekend. Your thoughts?
Oh, I tell you what, all area teams are shooting for that position. And the bottom line is, September doesn't win championships, November does. This leads right up to November, and it's all about positioning. It's down to two teams. It's Cruces and it's Mayfield once again. And they want to be positioning for the best spot that they can get the right draw from the NMAA when the selection committee comes out. You want to win that Cruces Mayfield game, and you want to get yourself that good bye week so you can move forward. After that, the rest of the schools are playing for some pride and trying to get some wins in Froniate. They have their best chance against either Gaston or Alamogordo in district. I look forward to that. However, that pink game always seems to be a little funny with Cruces and Oñate, so I have to wait and see what happens in that one.
Clearly a district that's coming down to Mayfield and Cruces. I mean, we're talking about two powerhouse teams. Once again, two of the top teams in the state. I think Mayfield's really coming on. I think you alluded to that earlier. They look even better the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season. Cruces high. They have a very strong ground game. Xavier Hall's a horse. Those two teams, November 4th, we know that's going to be a good football game. We're aware of that.
I know, and if you go just recently as to what's happened for Cruces, they had a big win against Rio Grande on the road, and then some of what people would call a letdown. I wouldn't call it a letdown. I think it's probably going to be a learning experience because Coach Miller is going to get that team back on focus. And for Mayfield, they went off on the road and beat an undefeated La Cueva team. They're peaking at the right time. I'm looking forward to a great Cruces-Mayfield matchup when that comes along.
I agree wholeheartedly. Let's move on to Aggie football here. We have the bye week. How does the bye week benefit the Aggies?
Well, the bye week benefits simply we get to rest some players. We didn't have a Tavion Rogers against UNM. We didn't have a couple of our defensive players either because of injuries, but we had them healed up for that game. They get another week to heal up, and they'll be back for the Idaho game, tough enough to wear pink. And the good thing is we didn't need them for UNM. 3 in a row for head coach Dwayne Walker, and that's big key. I think he's going to take full advantage of this week to look ahead at what to prepare for, but Idaho's the only thing on his mind, and getting a win here at Aggie Memorial Stadium in front of the fans on Tough Enough to Wear Pink is going to be huge for them.
Aggies 2-3 going into their week 6 bye week. They could be 3-3 if they beat Idaho. Big football game. They really have a chance to establish some momentum. And then after that, who knows? The WAC has some parity this year. I think the bottom teams are a little bit better. NMSU's better. Utah State's better. Louisiana Tech, Idaho. These football teams are improved, and I think the top half might be sliding back down a little bit. So I think for the Aggies, 3-3 going into the second half of the year, on paper it looks a little bit harder, but let's be honest, that's a good thing.
Well, let's be honest, they're also a very much more competitive team, and I think they can play with anybody in the WAC conference. Coach Walker said it. It's parity. I spoke with him earlier in the week. He feels strongly that his team has a good shot, and they're not looking past anybody. Every game can be competitive and close, and when you got Matt Christian, as I like to call him, Thor, leading the way, look out. The Aggies can be dangerous.
Aggies a much improved team. They've made some adjustments on the offensive side of the ball. You alluded to Christian. Doug Martin's reinvented the offense. It's an exciting thing right now.
It should be very exciting, and I also look forward to seeing what the defense can do. They got some sacks against UNM. I think they're going to build off that confidence, and they need to show it at home at the Tough Enough to Wear Pink game, and we need to see you guys out there for that one.
Folks, thanks for joining us as always. Great job, Ernesto. Great to have you on. Check us out on lcsun-news.com all day, every day, Twitter, Facebook. We're prominent on there. Have a good one.